Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and the Beautiful. Brooke humiliates Ridge at FC as loyalty plan blows up. Bold and the Beautiful has Brooke Logan with a plan to put Ridge Forrester back in the Forrester Creations driving seat, despite betraying her daughter to do so on the CVS soap next week. But hints suggest he finds out about Brooke's loyalty too late, as by then he's already christened his rebound with Taylor Hayes. So next week, this likely unleashes a woman who basks in the power of her CEO position, humiliating Ridge along the way. Bold and the Beautiful had Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, spill her guts out to Zend Forrester, Delon de Metz. This is the man playing 007 for the Forresters, as the family is on the outside of their company looking in. But she likely makes Zend keep her plan under his hat. If so, this could be a bad move. Zend is on a spy mission as the Forrester family plants him inside the company. He is tasked with reporting back to the Forresters about what transpires at FC during this takeover. Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, Eric Forrester, John McCook, and Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Myth-Kinswood, expect reports of chaos. But the one thing they didn't expect was for Brooke Logan to join Hope Logan, Annika Noel, in this takeover. Still, from what Brooke told Zend on Thursday's Bold and Beautiful episode, she isn't joining Hope and Carter in their takeover. Instead, she agreed to fill the CEO position as part of her plan to put Ridge back behind his desk. Brooke Logan's plan smells awful to B&B fans, as she's about to betray Hope Logan. But what looks even worse for her future is Ridge swooning over Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, this week on Bold and the Beautiful. When Hope Logan finds out what Brooke is up to, she likely sees her mother's plan as a betrayal. But instead, Brooke Logan likely considers this plan of hers, one that helps everyone, including her daughter. So Brooke might have the thought of helping Ridge gain back control of his company close to her heart. But he is likely about to break her heart, as Bold and Beautiful spoilers indicate. He replaces her quickly with Taylor Hayes. So if Brooke finds out about her destiny now floating over to Taylor on Bold and Beautiful, she may fess up her plan of betrayal to Hope and Carter. Then she may join them for real this time, with no hidden agenda. This gives her the path to take Forrester Creations to new heights. It would also make Ridge eat his words about FC being nothing without the Forrester family running it. Ridge Forrester saw Brooke Logan's announcement on Thursday's Bold and the Beautiful. Then he turns to Taylor to tell her she was right all along about Brooke. So as Brooke betrays her daughter to fix things for her dressmaker, by next week it is likely too late. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers have Ridge Forrester schmoozing Taylor Hayes. She usually falls for his rebound action. But maybe after her broken heart syndrome, she may come back at him with his own words. Ridge Forrester told Taylor that he keeps making the mistake of going back to Brooke. Now, as a smart head shrinker, she should tell him the same thing about herself. Taylor continues the same mistake of taking another rebound plunge with him. But with cheerleader Steffi hovering around, she might give in. So if that's the case and Brooke Logan finds out that Ridge is already swimming in Taylor's pond, revenge will likely be her reaction. The sweetest revenge would be for Brooke to handle Forrester Creations better than Ridge or his daughter. This would mortify the man who thought the company would crumble without him. The day had dawned bright and clear, but it was clear to anyone who walked into the Forrester Creations, FC, building that a storm was brewing, one of the most explosive confrontations yet on the Bold and the Beautiful. Brooke Logan, ever poised and calculating, had prepared herself for the fight of her life. Ridge Forrester, the man she had once loved, and who had broken her heart countless times, was about to be exposed in a way he never saw coming. This was the day their long-standing, complicated history of betrayal, love, and deception would finally reach its breaking point. It all started earlier in the week when Ridge, in his usual enigmatic manner, called a secret meeting at Forrester Creations. He had convinced Brooke, his wife, to join him in a new plan. A plan that was supposed to protect the legacy of Forrester Creations and solidify their place in the fashion world. But what Ridge hadn't revealed to Brooke, or anyone else, was the deep personal betrayal he had orchestrated behind the scenes. While she had agreed to the idea in good faith, Ridge had been making secret arrangements to manipulate not only her, but also the future of the company. Brooke, always aware of Ridge's shifting loyalties, and more than capable of reading between the lines, had been suspicious from the start. She had noticed his increasingly strange behavior, late nights at the office, cryptic phone calls, and hushed conversations with people she didn't recognize. Brooke, ever the woman who refused to be outplayed by Ridge, had decided to dig deeper. She wasn't just going to sit by and let him control things this time. She was going to take back the reins of her life, her family, and her business. The plan Ridge had hatched was simple in its execution, but profound in its consequences. He had been quietly negotiating with other key players in the fashion world, seeking to align with a rival company, one that had the resources to overtake Forrester Creations if given the right opportunity. He promised them access to FC's designs, business strategies, and Brooke's creative input, hoping to elevate his own career and restore his waning sense of control. His loyalty to Brooke, to his marriage, had begun to fray, replaced by an ambition that had been quietly eating at him for months. But Brooke wasn't about to let him get away with it. She had been keeping a close eye on Ridge's dealings, gathering the evidence she needed. And today was the day everything would come to light. With a quiet, confident resolve, she called a meeting of her own. She invited not just Ridge, but the key players at FC and some members of the press. She had something important to share, and it would change everything. Ridge, as usual, was in full control of his public persona, the charming, charismatic leader of Forrester Creations. He arrived at the office, confident and eager to show off the new direction he was proposing. When Brooke greeted him at the door, there was no sign of what was about to unfold. Brooke led him to the conference room, where she had already gathered several people. Ridge walked in, ready to present his latest ideas. But before he could even speak, Brooke stood tall and interrupted him. "Ridge," she began, her voice calm but laced with underlying fury, "I think it's time you stop pretending." Ridge raised an eyebrow, slightly taken aback. "Pretending? What are you talking about?" Brooke stepped forward, locking eyes with him. The room fell silent as she revealed everything: the meetings, the secret phone calls, the offers he had been making behind her back. She laid out the betrayal with precision, laying bare how Ridge had been planning to sell out Forrester Creations to a rival company. He had been playing a dangerous game with the very legacy of the business and the future of their family. The look on Ridge's face was a mixture of shock, denial, and rage as he tried to maintain his composure. "Brooke, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't understand what I've been doing." But Brooke wasn't having it. Her words hit him like a slap across the face. "I understand perfectly," she snapped. "You've been using me, using our family, to further your own selfish ambitions. You've always done this, Ridge, and I've let it slide for far too long. But this is the final straw." The people in the room, including their closest allies, watched in stunned silence. It was as if they were witnessing the unraveling of something that had once seemed invincible: the Forrester Empire, the love story that had captivated millions for years, and the perfect couple that everyone thought could never fall apart. Ridge's jaw clenched as he tried to salvage the situation. "You don't understand the pressure I've been under. This company has been struggling. I had no choice." "Don't lie to me, Ridge," Brooke interjected, her voice ice cold. "You've always had choices. You could have trusted me. You could have been honest with me. But instead, you chose to betray me in the worst way possible." At that moment, Ridge's calm facade cracked, revealing the panic and guilt he had been hiding. But Brooke didn't back down. She wasn't going to let him manipulate her anymore. "You wanted loyalty," she said, her eyes flashing with fire. "You wanted loyalty. Well, Ridge, here's your answer. Loyalty is not something you can buy. It's earned, and you've lost mine." The room was thick with tension as Brooke's words hung in the air. Ridge tried to speak, but no words could fix the damage. His plan had backfired in the most spectacular fashion. What he had expected to be a smooth business deal to save face and salvage his own reputation had turned into a public humiliation, with his deepest secrets laid bare for everyone to see. But Brooke wasn't finished. She turned to the rest of the room, her voice steady and powerful as she addressed their colleagues. "I fought for this company, for our family, for our legacy. And I'm not going to let one man's arrogance destroy everything we've worked for. I'll make sure this company thrives without him."